Again, please tell me again how we're not in a fight, a Manichaean battle between evil and people fighting against evil. Please, again, just explain that to me. This is a U.S. congressman. So, again, I'm not kidding. The Democrats, this is not, I was talking to someone, a friend of mine the other day. I don't want to say who, because then it gets into like, hey, look at me. I have all these important friends. It's stupid. I hate it. But let's just say a friend who's influential in the Trump circle and was bringing up the point that, and she's right, that this isn't even a fight anymore, this election between like, liberals and conservatives, communists versus free marketeers, Republicans. It's not. It's legitimately a fight between really, really evil people and people who are, I'm not going to say good. I'm just going to say people who are fighting against evil. It is. You don't believe me? Look at this. This is Adam Smith, the disastrous Democrat congressman who just humiliated himself on the floor giving a speech where he comes to this is not a joke. This is a real cut. He comes to the defense of the Chinese for not warning us about the China virus, not warning us about it at all, the coronavirus from Wuhan. He comes to the defense of the Chinese government, not the Chinese people. A lot of them died from this too. He comes to the defense of China and finds a way to make Trump the bad guy. China, by the way, the Chinese Communist Party is loving every second of this clip. They're probably using it in their own TV commercials. Check this imbecile out.
We absolutely need to hold accountable Russia, China, whoever wants to interfere with our process of developing a vaccine or cyber hack us in any other way, and there are an enormous number of tools to do so. I do want to point out, and just simply make an urgent plea, one of the gentleman's arguments was that China hid the true risk of the virus from the American people. And yes, that is terrible that China did that. It's not actually their job to warn the American people. It's the president's job to warn the American people.
You may say to yourself, that's clearly a paid lobbyist by China. No, that's a U.S. congressman. You hear the groans in the background from the Republican? You're supposed to stay relatively silent. You hear the groans in the background. People are like, oh, wait, did you just say that? This is Adam Smith. So if he's your congressman, we'll leave of course, the nasty garbage to the left. But I strongly encourage you, if he's your congressman, to send a nice, respectful email and phone call to his office saying, whose side exactly are you on, buddy? It's not China's job to tell us that a deadly virus that could wipe out up to 300,000 Americans who are in at-risk groups and who are elderly. It's not their job to tell us. It isn't. No, it's Trump's job to go over and monitor the conditions in the Wuhan lab every day. He's supposed to check in and punch a time clock. I'm here checking out your conditions. It's not China's job to do that. So just to be clear, Adam Smith, clearly imbecile of the week, and we still have a show tomorrow. It's over. He won. It's definitely not Trump's job to save a 3-year-old from being shot in the face in Chicago. Stay out of the cities, Adam Smith says. Loser congressman, Democrat. Stay out of the city. Let those 3-year-olds be murdered in the streets. Got a Google search to write 3-year-old. But it's definitely his job to punch a time clock in the Wuhan virology lab and check in on the Chinese Communist Party so they don't affect the world with the biggest plague we've seen in decades. Got it. Makes perfect sense. Again, please tell me again how we're not in a fight, a Manichaean battle between evil and people fighting against evil. Please, again, just explain that to me. This is a U.S. congressman.
You just heard Dan Bongino.